By month 3 and 4, I really all of a sudden saw a huge difference in like redness and itchiness, even dry stuff. It healed from like the inside out. I had really bad eczema right here on my chest, and it healed that before it healed all the way to like my hands. So before my journey and before I met Dr. Fong, I was dealing with a really severe allergy reaction that I had never experienced before, which then led to an explosion of eczema all over my body. It was really scary. I didn't know how to handle it. I was going to multiple doctors. None of them could pinpoint exactly what was going on. I was taking all this different type of medications, and everything just made it worse. So every time I would stop a medication, the eczema would just get bigger and bigger, and all the reactions would just get even worse. When I finally hit my like breaking point, I can't do this anymore. I'm just putting all this stuff in my body, nothing's working, and I was getting ready to start a medicine that was going to cost me like $3,000 a month, which we could not do. So I was getting ready to start that. I was like, nope, I gotta find a different option. And then Dr. Fong's clean body thing popped up on my Instagram, and then I went and had a consultation, and yeah, that's how it happened. Once we started the program, we got to do all these labs, and they were so much more in depth. With Dr. Fong, I got to do this lab work that showed me everything. It showed me all the way down to my B12 levels. And then we also got to do a stool test, which helped like show me what was going on inside my stomach. We did a food allergy test or sensitivity test, and that was way different than I experienced anywhere. I don't know how many times I talked to Dr. Fong and was like, I don't feel like my skin's getting better. But things like my hair were growing better, and I wasn't losing my hair, and my nails were growing. For all those ladies out there, my period came back. I wasn't feeling as much bloating when I was eating, and everything like in my stomach was working better in my gut. I was sleeping better. Over the next couple months, you get to look back at all your pictures and you see that your skin really has been healing the whole time. And then you get through the end of the program, and I've gone through pictures now, and I'm like, oof. I remember when I was doing that, it was hard, but I'm so glad I'm here now because now it's all clear. Like that is gone. I would say that my skin was doing better. It just wasn't healed yet. But as we were kept going through, finished our protocols and stuff, I say like by month 3 and 4, I really all of a sudden saw a huge difference in like redness and itchiness, even dry stuff. It healed from like the inside out. So like I had really bad eczema right here on my chest, and it healed that before it healed all the way to like my hands. But what was really cool was at the end of the 4 months, I finally got to get off of my medication, and instead of having this huge flare up at that 4 month mark, I got to get off my medication and I had no flare up. Like I just kept seeing even more healing. I wasn't having stomach aches every night after taking my medication anymore because I was off of it. So it was a huge win for me. That was like the biggest win. Everything healing, everything was great, but then getting to be off that medication and knowing that the healing actually worked, that was like the absolute pinnacle of when I knew it had all worked. It was done, I handled it, and then I was able to just kind of keep going on with my life, which was huge for me. For anybody who's still in the beginning process, who's still dealing with a body full of eczema, who has all these symptoms, who's covered in creams, taking steroids, getting ready or already taking Dupixent, spending all their money on just trying to get better, my biggest advice is just take the consultation. Just try it. You can always say, you know what, that's not going to work for me, but just try it, because that's what I did. And I was like, I can always say no. I can always change my mind. But the moment you talk to Dr. Fong, it's like, oh, somebody actually understands what I'm going through. And then if you still feel nervous that it's just not going to work, sometimes the biggest thing is to take the risk and say, no, I think this will work. Believe in yourself that you can do this.